see your freaking definition of the shoulders coming through already.
We're coming in, buddy.
Yeah, and the side chest right there and everything, dude. It's looking good.
Well, now that you're talking about it, if you guys want to cop one of the cutoffs here, we custom cut off 2 inches, inch and a half is what I've done with mine. I brought it in a little bit, but we usually go inch and a half, 2 inches from the collar, and then we angle it out. The nice thing is why I love this, Paul, is it'll, like, no matter what I do, I look good. It covers the love handles down here, so I can be in my off season and still wear it. But the nice thing is it shows off the traps and the shoulders, and it covers your nipples. I hate those dudes that their nipples are just like always out. Like, you can like twist with you know what I'm saying? That's why I told Paul, you got to do a custom cutoff. Some of these guys don't know how to do their cutoffs. They either just do their sleeves and look like a stuffed sausage up in a shirt because they're wearing too small of a size as well. So I'm like, bro, if they would cut it and learn how to cut a proper cutoff, I mean, you look so much better with it. So check out the site, man. We got some great cutoffs, some cool things, American flag, lion, black and white. So check it out, man.
All right, bro. Welcome back, huh? Are we back to reality or what?
We're back. We got a good one today. One that everybody should know because most people go to gyms nowadays. So
yeah, you know, I mean, gym etiquette is one of the main things that, and me not even being in it for as long as you, but I definitely, a lot of it's just common sense, dude. You know, a lot of it to me is just common sense. Like, you remember I was in prep last year. I was at the gym at 5 o'clock in the morning, and I was at the mirror all the way down at the end of the locker room. All these other lockers were completely open, ready for use. And this one dude decides to come all the way to the locker right next to me. Now, maybe he had a hard on for that locker. I don't know, but it still pissed me off because it was like, dude, you know what I mean? Like, and it's not his fault. I wasn't trying to be rude. I was hungry and I was pissed off at the world because prep sucks. But nonetheless, you know, it's just etiquette, like personal space, dude. Like, he literally was like right up on me, and I'm like, back the fuck up, you know?
Well, that's like going right next to a guy when there's multiple urinals open and you go piss right next to somebody. It's just like, you just don't do it. You just don't do it. Like, hey,
you
guys,
just don't do that, bro.
Yeah, there's a million other stalls or urinals. You got to come stand right beside me. Like, get the fuck out of here. No, I get it, bro. I get it.
You first join a gym and they run you through the whole program. They give you the tour of the place. They show you this, that, the other, and they, you know, give you a free class or whatever the case may be. There should also be, within that introduction to the gym, etiquette. They should be teaching everybody about etiquette 101. You re-rack your weights, right? How many times have you gone to the gym and shit is just, somebody will just leave a bunch of weights on a barbell or leave just weights all over the floor?
Yeah, all the time. It's bad.
I mean, dude, I remember in California, it was real bad. Out here in Tennessee, it's not that bad, but it's still bad, you know?
Well, and you know what? That's ultimately talks about the staff there and how they run things and all that type of stuff. You know, it's a culture that you create at the gym. So if you create a good culture where, when I was a manager for the PT department at so many times down here in St. Petersburg, Clearwater area, you know, if I saw people giving people a hard time or filming people, I'd be like, hey, I'm just gonna give you a warning, but we don't do that shit here. You know, we're not doing that. And if you do it again, we're gonna just take your membership. I was like, my boss has my back. We don't want that type of shit in here. And usually never had an issue again with them, right? So it's all about your culture. And that's where, like, the 101, dude, when we did walkthroughs, I did walkthroughs with clients all the time at our gyms. And you walk them through, you show them how the equipment works, and you tell them straight up, like, hey, don't stand right in front of the dumbbell rack. Don't do this. You know, there's things that you do and you don't do, you know?
Yeah, you know how I feel about that whole dumbbell rack thing. Like, you stand and I'm to the point now to where it's like, you just have to have some consideration, man. That there's other people that are pay for a membership, and that's another thing too. How about that? Throwing the weights, dude. Like, people throwing the weights around. You know, you break shit that way. Like, I get it if you're deadlifting, you got it. You know what I mean? That's what those stations are for. When you got the rubber mats on the ground for deadlifting and doing your Olympic lifts and stuff like that. But you see some guys sitting there throwing the dumbbells onto the floor and stuff. I mean, you bust up the floor. How many times have you walked across the floor and you felt a seriously, like, deep indent from people throwing their freaking dumbbells?
Yes. And two things that are wrong with that. It shows that the general population gym managers, like certified strength and conditioning specialists, you go through and you get quizzed over, like, hey, this is how high your mirrors have to be. It's in their test. That you should have this much padding underneath your floor, you know. That's why at my gym, my studio is 3/4 inch. All these gyms will do 1/4 inch, and it destroys it. And then I love the dipshits that have, like, no offense, everybody has to start somewhere, but, like, bro, don't be screaming when you got 25 pounds. You know what I mean? Like, bro, you
Dude,
just
that's
hit 20
one
pounds.
of my favorite ones, dude. I remember this one dude when I was working out in Santa Rosa at the Crunch Fitness out there when I was in California, and I could hear this guy from so like the weight the free weights in the weight area was completely separated from like the treadmills and the cardio equipment, right? And I'd be in there doing my cardio, getting ready for prep, and I could hear this guy. I'm like, oh, it's gonna be one of those days. This fucking guy's here. You know what I mean? Because I could hear him from across the damn gym, and I'm like, oh man. So it's etiquette. Like that goes into the whole thing of like, there's other people here. There's other people here. You don't need to scream. You don't need to throw weights. You don't need to. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like, have some fucking common sense.
Well, yeah, and that's where, you know, there is a time and a place, like when people come up to these people that are deadlifting or maxing out, like I get it. Like, I guess if you're at a Planet Fitness, you shouldn't really be maxing out there. It's just not their culture. They don't like it, whatever.
No.
But like some of these people, like I seen the videos where the guy puts his foot on the bar. Dude, I Spartan kicked a guy in the face in a Steve Aoki concert. I would fucking front kick that guy on his ass so quick if he put his foot on my bar while I was deadlifting. Yeah, the kid was deadlifting, and he was obviously doing like max effort. So he had heavy weight on. He was doing strength mesocycle, so he was underneath 10 reps. I think he was around 3 to 5 reps. He's at a gym that they had. It might have even been on a platform, bro. 4 deadlifts. Either way, you still don't do it. You come up and say something. You don't put your foot on the bar, and so they just kick that guy.
No, dude.
No. Like that even is like, hey, ask him not to be loud. And then you know what? If that's a gym that they can lift like that, go to another gym. Sorry. Yeah. And that's where the membership in the gym should back them up and be like, hey, sorry, but we have a platform for that. That bothers you. We sincerely apologize. But
well, I'll say this, bro. I'll say this like real quick. I don't mind if somebody's if they're yelling, but you look at it, it's merited. Like they're putting up some serious fucking weight. Yell all you need to, man. I know it helps.
Exactly.
But you start putting up that serious weight. But the guy I was referring to in California, I mean, this fucking clown. You already know. I don't have to tell you he's lifting 25. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna move into some of my pet peeves. Okay, so one of my pet peeves, I will judge you if I see you go to the bathroom and drop a deuce and you're making all kinds of noises, and then you walk out without washing your hands. I'm gonna judge you. I'm gonna judge you.
That's bad,
dude. Like, I mean, seriously, like, what is with people? Like, I get it. Like, I don't really care about like when I leave the gym. Like, I don't really care about going and washing my hands, like, because I'm not like germophobic. I'm not paranoid about that. But like, when it comes to like leaving the bathroom, bro, like especially after you go, man, you might be going number 3 for all I know. You know what I mean? Wash your hands.
Wash your hands. I'm the guy that brings my backpack in the gym if I think I even have a chance of, we get in prep and you have fiber and stuff like that.
Dude,
I bring wet wipes with me, bro. That's level.
You know what? I bring my backpack to the gym too. When I go work out at Planet Fitness, I still do it, but they say you're not allowed to bring your gym bags and put them on the floor or something like that. I still do it, but that's a good idea. I should stock up on that. In my bag, dude, I keep the essentials. Yeah, I got a protein bar in there. I'll keep my aminos in like a little dose locker. Extra protein. Well, you keep it all in there.
I do that just because obviously I feel cleaner. And then, but like you said at the gym, I would never not wash my hands. And I tell you the dilemma. I've told you about this before. At my gym, love my gym. They do an awesome job, but they have a hand dryer, right? And it's got like the blue light. And I get it, but I've watched them do the studies with the little dish and they swab it, and those things are dirty as fuck. So the thing is, even with the blue light, still dirty as shit.
I think we've all developed pet peeves as we continue on in our weightlifting career and whatnot. So I would say another one for me would be okay, how about this? One time I'm sitting there, a young kid, and we all got to start somewhere. So I'm not faulting him for being a young kid who wants to learn and wants to get to know how to lift weights and how to work out properly. So I think that maybe he just didn't understand, you know what I mean, that I was in the middle of a set. Maybe he just didn't get that. I don't know. Benefit of the doubt, right? I'm sitting there doing my set, and he's like, I see this kid come up, and he's like right in front of me. He's I got my headphones in, so I can't hear what he's saying, but I see him talking. I was like, I'm looking through him, basically. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking through him. I finished my set. I put the dumbbells back down, and I pulled my headphones out. I'm like, what's up, buddy? And he's like, oh, I was asking you about the workout, whatever. He wanted to build some deltoids, right? And I'm like,
oh. My God, guy.
And I told him, I said, yeah. So, and I was really cool, dude. I was really cool because I'm not the guy. Like, I've never been the guy who is gonna.
Yeah.
I'm not your daddy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not your coach. You know what I'm saying? If you sign up to be a part of my team, that's a different story. But this is just some random kid, and I'm not trying to make him feel stupid. I didn't want to make him feel bad. But
Mhm.
I have also had older people do that, trying to talk to me in the middle. I'm sitting there I was on bench one time, and this dude was saying something, and I'm like, "Who the fuck is this guy talking to?" You know what I mean? Like, I don't
So,
know if he's
shit,
trying to
he's
have a
talking to me.
conversation. Yeah, and I'm like, and especially when we're in prep, dude, like that can fuck with your flow. So
Oh
like
yeah.
when we're there, like here's the thing. When it comes to gym etiquette and pet peeves for bodybuilders and people who want to take it serious, who want to get to another level, we're not there to socialize. We're there to get work done. So when we go to the gym, it's not that we're mad. It's not that we hate everybody. It's nothing like that. It's just we're there to work. We're not there to socialize. We're not there to talk. Yes, we can talk in between sets, but that is a short period of time most of the time that we can and will talk to people. But when you talk to somebody in the middle of a set, I mean, come on, man. Again, it goes back to common sense.
Especially somebody you don't know at all. Like, just like, come on, dude. I was bench pressing, laying on my back with my headphones on me, and you're talking to me, and I obviously can't hear you. So,
Exactly.
But
I'm just like,
it's hard with what we do, though, bro. That's the hard part that I get stuck with sometimes is, and I've learned, like in prep, I just tell people, I'm like, hey, I really want to help you or answer your question, but I'm in prep. So I was like, I got to stay on, I got to stay on schedule. Because I got some guys that I'm super cool with, that I can chop it up with, and it'd be 20, 30 minutes later, right? And I have to be like, hey, come talk to me when I'm on cardio. I would appreciate it, and I can chat with you there. But I said, I got to go, because I'll time my rest time and certain training cycles. And so with the strength, like when we're doing strength, you got longer break times.
Sure.
It's a great time to be able to talk and stuff like that. But when you don't know them at all, and dude, I hate that, because I know what you're talking about. Like, I've been doing shit, and I'm like, keep my eyes down and keep my hat low, and then I can just see shoes, and I'm like, fuck me, somebody's gonna I don't know who this is or what this is, but their toes are facing me and they're still facing me. I rack the weight. I look up and I'm like, fuck, they're still there.
Dude,
and then,
for real.
and then I try to, it's like what we were talking, what we want to do when we do our ready to win stuff. I try to be like, answer stuff real quick and then be like, hey, we actually got a program. That's what we do. Would love to coach you further. And you know how it is. A lot of those people, they're just fishing for stuff, or they want a secret answer. That's what gets me, Paul. That's one of my pet peeves is they'll keep asking you the same question, wanting a different answer.
Oh, dude, right?
Yeah, that's a huge pet peeve. Like I tell people when they do it again, I'm like, I told them, like, back injury. Hey, you got to roll and do this, and myofascial release, and then a year later, they're like, oh, my back's killing me. I'm like, well, you're rolling out and doing the heat and doing no. Well,
no.
Then they're like, what should I do? You can come back in and get table work again, and then you got to start rolling out using heat. Like, same fucking answer. It's like, Jason, what about this supplement? What about that supplement? Wanting me to change my answer for every damn supplement he brought to me. And I know you get that too, Paul, because Paul's got family that does that. And they'll come back again, Paul. You know they're going to come back. You know who I'm talking about. They're going to come back when you start getting in shape again.
Every time. Yeah. But see, that's the thing. The problem is most people, especially Americans, because Americans are fucking lazy. They want a quick fix. They want a magic pill. They don't want to put the work in. So that's why it's like, and it is what it is. But at the end of the day, we're a society that's been really, really encouraged to be lazy and to be victims, right? So that's the easy route. That's the way to take it. Now, me, I believe in hard work. That's why I took to bodybuilding so well, dude. I believe in hard work. I believe in sweat equity. I believe in what sweat can bring me. I believe in that sense of gratification that you gain from getting that extra rep in the set, from seeing that little bit of a difference in your body change as the weeks progress. So these are the things that like stick to me when it comes to general population. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm here to help. At the end of the day, I'm here to help. But just understand that when I'm in the gym, and especially when I'm in prep, I'm there to get work done. But even in bulking season, dude, I'm there still to get work done. Your off season is just as important, if not more important, than your in season. So just like you taught me.
Yeah.
So, which also goes into like another thing. Think about like this. When I'm there to get work done, distractions can be aplenty. So if you've got like, take the girls, for example, that train at this gym down here in Nashville. It's called Quantum. These girls, dude, they get like, I mean, you'll see it in the middle part of the gym. It's all like ring lights are everywhere. And I get it. Record your workouts. I think it's awesome.
No, really, dude.
No, dude, it's bad. It's bad. And the place gets so damn crowded. I'm so glad that I go to
Wow.
Redcon, bro. I'm not saying the girls at Quantum aren't there to work, but I am saying it's more about social media. It
Wow.
seems to be more about social media for them,
Oh,
and they're
I've never
super makeup
seen a
and
ring
dolled up.
light.
Oh,
I've
dude,
never
yeah.
seen.
Yeah, they'll have
Never.
that whole thing up, and then I saw one girl. She was in there doing like I don't know if she has like a YouTube channel. I don't really pay much attention. Like I saw it on the corner of my eye, and I was like, oh fuck. I I was trying to get work done. So anyway, the place is
That's
so
hard,
crowded.
dude. You know how it is, bro. We got to film when we work out, and we film ourselves. Sometimes it just kills the flow. Like so that
Oh,
means
dude,
no
yeah,
matter what, you're almost really not there to work out. Like me and you are going to do a photo shoot, or me and you, which we'll probably do at Nationals or Clash. That won't. It would be great to just have somebody do it while we work out and just let them do that. But more than likely, we'll go set up a shoot, and
yeah,
those are different, you know. And so that's the thing. It's like, oh, that's almost like you're
yeah.
not doing the workout. You're just
No,
you
dude,
are
that's
that.
and that's
And
one
then,
of my pet peeves. You know, it's like you'll get the girls wearing, you know, and hey, do what you do, man. I don't give a damn, but you don't have to put it in my face. Like they'll be in like straight up booty shorts, bro. And again, I'm at the end of the day, I'm a man. It looks very good. It's very distracting, but and that's why I don't want to go to the gym and see that. I want to go to the gym and get work done.
yeah.
So when I've got a girl wearing literally almost a thong booty shorts, like I mean the whole bottom butt cheek hanging out, it looks great. Sure, fine. You know, I mean, there's millions of them out there, right? You look up hashtag
Yeah.
on Instagram, you know, fit booty or whatever. You're gonna have millions upon millions of fit butts. It's great.
Yes.
We love it. Okay. Yes. Now we're here to get work done. Okay. So like you're doing bent over rows in front of the whole damn gym. You know exactly what you're doing. Now
Yeah. There's just a
I'm
certain point,
not the
dude.
fucking judge, jury, and executioner here, but I am saying like me personally, I don't want to be that distracted in the gym and or that kind of annoyed.
I
So
don't need to see your sleeve of wizard hanging out. You know what I'm saying?
exactly, dude. I could literally see everything she owns. And I'm like,
Well,
I just won't put myself in that situation because when I go to the gym, it's to get work done. It's not to make friends. It's not to, you know, social hour. It's not to holler at girls. It's none of this bullshit. It's to get work done. That's it.
it's like some of the trainers, bro, were like creepy, dude. Like Samantha would get hit on, and I'd be like, bro, you know that I'm with her. I've been with her for 2 years at this gym guy. You think you come smash your face in, you fucking little fuck.
Bro, they don't care. Let me tell you real quick. I was dating this girl way back when, and there was a trainer at the gym that we both had trained at. We used to go together to the gym, right? And um, I saw him. I don't know, maybe like I hadn't seen him at the gym for a little bit. Maybe it was a few weeks. I don't know. Saw him. I was grabbing some beers with some buddies. He's like, "Hey, so is that girl that you come in with?" And he gave her a description. Is that your girlfriend? I was like, dude, right? I mean, that's just awkward, bro. Like, I would never. It's just like I just don't do that.
Say
Right?
who
So
the
it's hard
fuck
for
is
me to
this
see.
guy?
Right. So he's like, "Is that your
God.
girlfriend?" I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Oh, I was gonna say, man, because if she wasn't, man, I was gonna ask for her number." And I was like,
Oh,
"Wow, dude." Like, I mean, again, at the end of the day, you do you, bro. But
what did
I
you
mean,
say at
there's
the end
some
of that?
thirsty. I think I laughed. I was just like, okay, bro. I just thought it was funny. Like you just
Be like, get away now. Get the
yeah,
fuck
it's
away
just
from me
like
now, guy. You've been
the
around
creep
long enough.
the creep vibes were definitely real, and it was just funny to
But
me. It was just funny to me.
yeah.
I can't see that happening for me because I don't do that. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure. Or for me working in the industry, sometimes you'll get these people like what you're talking about, Paul, where it's a trainer. Like I said, general population people talking and getting to know each other in a gym. If that's what you're there for, great. I'm not there for it. Kid that I used to work out with, his name was Anthony. We did some business together for a while. He'd be like always worried. Hey, is that girl? You think she's single? You know, he was single. And he's like, hey, you think she's single? And I'll be like, I don't know, bro. Go fucking ask her when she's not busy. Let me do my workout. I'm going now, and if you're not back in 2 minutes, I'm gonna go without you, and then I'll rest. And then, like, I'm not here for that, homie. I'm not here for that. But if you're there for that, and you're working out, and you're a membership person, cool. It's like a don't shit where you eat, right? So when you're a trainer there or a coach, you're not should be sitting there fraternizing. You know, I coached Sam for a very small amount of time through some just classes, and then she didn't train with me, and she did her show, and then we started dating and stuff like that. But that's a big pet peeve of mine when the trainers are like dating the members and things like that, or their clients. It's just like a big no. And I don't know, because you, in the industry you work in, they might date more often, but like in the training industry, it just doesn't lead to anything but bad things. The other thing that drives me nuts from working in the industry is when I was brand new, bro, and you've seen this, you said you've seen this, so you can indulge a little bit. But walking into the bathroom and just seeing like some of the old guys that are super cool from the floor that were just working out, standing there butt ass naked, just old gray bush and everything, old old hand off the gray bush, and then just chopping it up. Hey, what do you think I should do to drop some extra pounds? Da da da. And I'm like, first, what we should do is put a towel on, and then I can answer your question, sir. My God. I had a guy one time with a towel on. Now he had a towel on, but he was blow drying the balls. And I'm like, what is going on? This was in Omaha. And I was doing my internship. Like a huge pet peeve of a lot of fitness industry people is that, and I've heard about, even Sam has told me, dude, from.
Oh, the girls? Oh, yeah, the girls,
God.
man. I heard the girls are worse.
Sam's like, this old lady just walks right by me when I'm posing. Her boobs are down to her belly button. I'm like, my God. She's like, then she turns around and asks me how I got my legs to look so nice. And she's like, her boobs are just staring at me. I'm like, what in the hell? So naked old people, bro. And I know you fucking seen it, but that is some of the craziest shit. It's real.
It's hard to say. I'll play a little devil's advocate here. It's hard to, I mean, once you get to a certain age, I mean, I guess they just don't give a fuck anymore. So they just let it all hang out. You know what I mean? They've been through war or whatever the fuck they've done in their life, and they're just like, whatever, I don't give a damn. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, by that time they don't care. They let the, you know what I'm saying? They let the horseshoe grow out. They wear the tube socks with, like, slacks, and this is I think a lot of us don't give a damn.
I get it. When I played football, bro, before they got upgrades, I mean, we had like cattle showers, prison showers where. So we just kept the lights like really low. So when you go in there, and then you keep your eyes above a certain level. And, I'm the guy that's like covered with the towel the entire way. I ain't trying to get my stuff looked at. So that's just how I go off in the corner here. I'll wait for that corner stall. I'll be like, hey, nobody get in that motherfucker once it's up. I'm in that corner. I just, it just wasn't for me. So some of these guys, I know they're just around it where they just don't, like you said, the old guys where, fuck, dude, if they're in war, they're doing all this type of stuff they've done in their life. It's been different. So that ain't shit to them. But for us, it's like a culture shock. I'm like, I'm like, God, God, guy, now I feel like I need to take you out for dinner. Jesus Christ. Nice mushroom. My God, guy.
Seriously, dude. Seriously.
That kind of branches into another pet peeve. For me as a trainer and the coach, it's annoying to me because we teach our kids to share, and then you get these fucking people, and I hate to say it, it's typically the older generation. It's like the Arnold era, bro. That's the fucking downfall. Because what did they do in the Arnold era? Go sit on a piece of equipment and use it for a goddamn hour. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's how it was, bro. Bring their towel. I'm not against bags. To play devil's advocate with the bag thing, like it takes up space. So some gyms, that's part of their protocol, right? Like you're not really supposed to do it during busy hours at Amped, but other hours you can bring it in there and stuff like that. But as a coach, and even like as a person working out there, dude, share the equipment. Like COVID is, the scare's over, wipe it down. They have to have stuff there to wipe it down. Like just share the equipment. If there's only one piece of equipment, now if it's plate loaded and you have to move weight, yeah, you can't share that. But if it's a pin loaded thing, and I would go up to people when I'm working out, or if I was training clients, you can't say anything. But they're just sitting there on their phone, straddling the thing, only row machine in the whole fucking gym. I can't do rows with this person, or I have a knee injury. So when I get real tired or deep into prep, I don't do rows. I do more of the machines. It's a pin loaded machine, only one. This guy's sitting there, dude, like 3 minutes. I watched him. I timed it, bro. When I was in prep, I timed this guy and his wife 3 minutes. So I just asked him, I'm like, hey, I said, take me 20, 30 seconds. I'll hit my set, change the pin, wipe it down. You'll be back in. It'll be dry before you touch it. And his wife said yes. So I sat down and did it. And the husband like got in my face, bro. And I'm like, dude, I'm about to smash you, homie. Like, get the fuck out of my face. And everybody in the gym saw it. And so I didn't get in trouble. That guy got in trouble. And dude, he was like this close. And I told him, Sam was just watching. I told him, like, bro, if I can smell your breath more than 2 seconds, I'm gonna punch in the fucking nose, homie. And he started backing up. But it was all over sharing a piece of equipment, where his wife understood how long they were taking. And I told her, I said, hey, I have a knee injury, just need to get in for 2 sets. I'll do a set, you'll be in. I can do another set and I'll be out of here. I just wasn't wanting to do a fucking 100-pound row with my knee wobbly and 2 weeks out from my show. You know what I'm saying? But so these guys were like, oh, I can't fucking share. During COVID-19, that's fine. But now that it's over and it's not as scary, we can wipe shit down. You need to share. We teach the kids to share the equipment. You know what I'm saying? Like the guys that go hog the dumbbells, like we talked about earlier, where they fucking run the dumbbells all across the gym. I mean, like, you can do that, but bring it right back. Like you have no sense of respect for anybody when you're not sharing and stuff like that. So that's a huge pet peeve of mine, bro. Like, especially if they're doing quick shit, that's fine. But like, Paul, if you're sitting down and you're like taking a minute and I'd be like, hey, I'm going to do the exact same weight. Can I work in? I mean, you might say no, and I might be like, that's cool. It just tells me you're a douche, you know, because you don't understand fitness. Like, bro, I'm doing the exact same weight. You're resting and not going. I'll wipe some motherfucker down and I'll be like a ghost. Go take a piss. I'll do it and you won't even know it. Like, there is no difference. Like, share the fucking equipment.
You know, one thing I can't stand, dude, is okay, first of all, we're all in the gym for a reason. Everybody's in there for different reasons, you know, but we're all in there for a reason. By and large, the common denominator is we want to get better. We want to improve. Whatever area that might be. If you want to compete, if you just want to live healthier, you want to look better naked, more power to you. So I just never understood when I hear people talking about like somebody who is bigger and or overweight, shaming somebody at the gym. I mean, they're at the fucking gym. What do you think they're doing? They're trying to change something. So it's like, why would you fat shame somebody who is doing actively in front of your face, doing something about it? That to me blows my mind. So it's like, you know, and again, it's, I'm not the judge, jury, and executioner, but the people in my circle, we don't talk shit about people like that because we understand that this is a lifestyle, and some people were raised a lot differently to where, you know, they didn't have this as a lifestyle, and or they have different genetic makeup or whatever the case may be, and or maybe they want to make a serious lifestyle change and improve their health.
Some people just don't know, you know, there's so much bullshit coaching out there that they trusted the wrong people, or sometimes, and this is a great topic, even maybe to go deeper in another podcast, but some people think, oh, they're overweight, they're fat, body fat's high, they should just be able to tighten up their diet and do it. Well, sometimes it's not that. Sometimes it's emotional eating. Sometimes it's to fill a void. Sometimes, you know, grief, whatever it may be, somebody has a different reason. And that's why, like you said, when they're at the gym actively doing it, you know, they're at least trying. They might not be doing the nutrition and stuff right. Maybe they don't know. But then, like you said, people shaming them because they're out trying. And those people usually, bro, name those people. Think about those people in your head real quick. How many times were those people in that good a shape, really, that were doing that?
Exactly. That's always what it is, right? Like, you always notice when people, what's the old saying? Don't throw stones if you live in a glass house, right?
Yes.
So it's like, nobody's ever going to be perfect. Nobody's ever going to be, even Arnold Schwarzenegger was never satisfied with his body. He arguably has the greatest male physique of all time, and he still was not satisfied. So that goes to show you right there that it's human nature to not be satisfied, first of all, with you know, whatever you do, even if you put that much work in like he did. And us, you're just about to say, I already know what you're going to say. Like, it's you're never going to be satisfied. Body dysmorphia, there's studies out there that have shown that every single person has body dysmorphia to some extent. Some more than others, but some.
Our off season, we're fat. You know, fluffy, fairly. You know what I mean? Not fat. I mean, I hate to say it.
I got fucking fat this off season, bro.
No, bro.
240 pounds. I think I was probably up to like 15% body fat at one point.
Yeah,
I had to.
I got to 230 on the dot. I didn't get to 235, but I got to 230, so it wasn't as bad. 230 was the 227, 230 was my peak, and then I started coming back down. But you know, that's the thing, is people see us in the off season, they might think we're fluffy, and then in season, you know, we look like a Greek god. And so that's where, like, don't judge them where they're at. It might be part of the plan. You don't know enough to know if it is or it isn't. And the other thing is, if you're not in good shape, you shut your fucking mouth. The story I was telling Paul the other day was, I worked at Lifetime in Overland Park. There were some girls, and they were at the gym there, and I knew the girls fairly well. When I saw them filming a gentleman or a woman, I don't remember who it was, you know, I filmed them, and then they walked over, and they're like, all, because what do the girls usually do in the gym? And I know some guys like this take 30 minutes to get the perfect lighting, the perfect photo, right? So I just filmed these girls, and then when they came back over, they were like laughing at the thing because it was like this big overweight person just like dying on the treadmill, like hanging on, going probably too fast, if I remember right, where they were looking like they're about to zap off the back. But I'm like, same thing as like what you're saying, like they're here fucking trying, like who the fuck are you? And it was two Richie preppy girls, I won't say their names, but you know, where they thought their shit didn't stink. And so I just filmed them. And then when they came over, like no makeup on, right? You know, I'm filming from like a side angle. So like they're sitting there talking and they're relaxed. They have the bras on, but when they're not like tightening the cord, like they had like a little fupa, you know, sticking out a little bit. You know, when they keep it tight and they're doing their pictures, they look fine. And so when they were laughing, they're like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Well, I'm doing the same thing you guys are." I was like, "You guys look like shit right now." So I said, "I'm going to post this on my social media, and I'll have my trainers, my buddy trainers, do it too." I said, "Because if you think you're going to make fun of that lady, so that's not going to happen." So I was like, "If you delete your video, and I'll delete this video, and then I won't," because they were the ones that like, you know, everybody knew them from their Instagram. They had, you know, pictures where they were all dolled up all the time. They were typically dolled up too. One of those types of girls, Paul. I caught them right in the act. And so that was a culture thing where we didn't allow that at our gym. That was a big no-no. So, but they were just young and dumb. But yeah, those are some of the biggest pet peeves, you know, of the gym and the biggest etiquette things, you know. And